All right, bro. I hope this looks good. But anyway, what's good with y'all, man? I have not made a video talking to y'all in a very long time, and you know what, man? You see me on the grind, man. I'm on the grind now. I'm back on it, man. And I'm here to spread the gospel. You feel me? Here to spread the word, and I just want to get it out to y'all. Now I know it's been a long time since I've talked to y'all boys, man, for real. And last time I talked was like what, self-improvement stuff? That was like a year ago. A lot done changed, man. But I'm not gonna get all into it. You know what I'm saying? But just know now we spreading the gospel, man. And as you saw by the title, we're gonna be talking about doubting and trusting God, man. You feel me? We're gonna be talking about doubting and trusting God. And why it is so pivotal that you start trusting the Lord with your heart, bro. That you start trusting God with your heart. You feel me? You know, a lot of us be doubting the Lord. Like, what if people say this, or what if this and that? And we need to trust the Lord with all of our heart, because it allows us to do what people thought for us was impossible. It allows us to do the impossible. And I hope this thing is on, yes. And I have a verse in the Bible actually that literally shows what I'm saying and why it's so important. Trusting the Lord will literally, it's in the Bible, and it's an example. I'm using it as an example. It was how I came up with this idea anyway. Right, so let's get into scripture, and this stuff is crazy. You feel me? So let's get into scripture. You feel me? So, boom. So the book, it was Matthew chapter 14. Chapter 14, verses 24 through 31. So essentially to give y'all the rundown, the disciples were in a boat, right? They were in a faraway land. They was on a boat, and it was all 12 of them. So they were all like up in that boat in the land. It was on the sea, and there was crazy waves going on, heavy winds, blah, 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 blah. You feel me? And all this stuff going on, right? And then they see Jesus walking on water, right? So he comes out, Jesus pull up walking on water. Now they don't know it's Jesus at first, so they're like, it's a ghost, and they get scared, they're terrified. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, mind you, by the way. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. They're dealing with these heavy waves, and they in this little small boat, right? But they dealing with all of this. They see Jesus walking on water. They don't know it's Jesus, so they think it's a ghost, right? Right. And what Jesus said, he spoke out to them. He said, don't be afraid, take courage, I'm here. You feel me? And then Peter, and I'm just going to read this whole part, right? So starting from verse 27, it says, but Jesus spoke to them at once. Don't be afraid, he said, take courage, I am here. Then Peter called to him, Lord, if it's really you, tell me to come to you walking on the water. And then Jesus says, yes, come. Boom, right? And then so Peter, here's the craziest part, and here's how this trust in the Lord is going to enable us to do the impossible. Here we go right here. So Peter went over the side of the boat and walked on the water towards Jesus. He walked on water, bro. Peter, a normal human, what is humanly impossible, he did with the trust and the faith of Jesus. In Jesus, he did the impossible. He literally walked on water. How? It's humanly impossible, right? But here's the kicker. Here's like another big part right here. But when he saw the strong winds and the waves, he was terrified and began to sink. I'm getting into depth on that in a minute. Save me, Lord, he shouted. And then Jesus immediately reached out and grabbed him. And this is literally this verse right here that Jesus is about to say is why I made this video, right? You have so little faith. Why did you doubt me? You have so little faith. Why did you doubt me? Very important question to ask. Because he saw these winds, Peter saw these waves, strong winds and waves, and he got terrified. He was walking on water, mind you. He was doing the impossible. He got scared, and he was terrified. He began to sink. It's because he lost faith in the Lord. It's because he started to doubt the Lord. What if these waves can represent us, and obviously since it happened, like this is a real story, but these waves we can take into account. We have our own waves. Everybody has their own waves. Everybody has their own things that they're terrified of. You feel me? Everybody has their own waves, right? And strong winds that's pulling them back from doing the impossible. It can be waves of doubt, and for me, it was waves of doubt. I thought, oh man, what are people gonna think about me if I do this? What this and this, and what if it don't? Am I even ready, Lord? Things of that nature. These were my waves I was dealing with, and I was terrified. I didn't want to spread. I didn't want to spread. I didn't even want to make this video. I didn't want to make any. I was supposed to have been made content about Christianity. I was supposed to have been made Christian content, but I had waves and winds of doubt. I was scared, and I didn't put my trust in the Lord. And this goes for y'all too. Whatever you're dealing with, whatever that wave is, you have to trust the Lord through it. Because from Peter's standpoint, he thought he was about to get thrown into the sea or something. He thought the waves was coming at him, and he was scared because he didn't know he didn't know. He didn't trust in the Lord to protect him. And I think a lot of us can relate to that. I think a lot of us get terrified of these waves, of these winds. And we stop putting trust in the Lord. Overall, we stop putting trust in Jesus. And we sink. We begin to sink. And it's crazy because as soon as Peter started to sink, Jesus immediately reached for his hand and grabbed him. Immediately. It was immediate. So even if you do begin to sink, even if you do fall, even if you do succumb to the doubt, Jesus will be right there to help you, bro. He will be right there to help you, gang. He's going to always be there to immediately reach out and grab your hand, to save you, to help you. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. And it's these waves of doubt. Through these waves, through the strong winds, we got to be able to come to the Lord with trust, with faith, bro. And I feel like a lot of us just don't do that, including me, man. Sometimes, you feel me? I did not want to make Christian. I was like, ever since I started reading the Bible, right? I knew I wanted to do something related to this, like creating content, right? But I had doubt. I had all sorts of doubts. I thought it was not good enough. I thought I was this and that. I thought I was this and that. What are people going to say about me? Those were my waves. You got to figure out your waves, right? You got to trust the Lord through it all, man. Bro, you got to really trust the Lord through it all. Through everything. You feel me? And sometimes you will sink, man. That's what comes with it. But Jesus will always be there to immediately help you. And it's crazy because watch, after this, right. And it's literally right after. So when they climbed back into the boat, the wind stopped. The wind literally stopped, bro. So you see that the wind stopped at the snap of a finger. It stopped. Literally at the snap of a finger, at the command. All of that stuff, all them things that you thought, them waves, all of that, it stops. So we really got to start putting trust in God for real. And that's all it comes down to. We have to. We have to. We have to. It enables us to do the impossible. What people thought was impossible, what your friends thought was impossible, what your family might think is impossible, for you, it is possible through God. And we have to trust God through that. We have to trust God. We simply have to trust. We have to trust God through all of it, bro. Through everything. Everything. It's all it comes down to. When these waves come at us, when these waves of doubt come at us, when this stuff of doubt comes at us, when we're faced with these winds and and stuff of that nature, and no doubt, and these waves of doubt, criticism, depression. Like, we have to trust the Lord through all of it, bro. Through all of it. Through all of it. It's that simple. Through everything. Through everything. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's really that simple. It's so simple. And it's to put your trust in the Lord. Through any, like, I don't know how many times I can explain it. Y'all probably get it by now, but I'm just really trying to reinforce it. Like, this stuff is real, bro. You feel me? So yeah, man, I do appreciate y'all boys for watching the video. I know I sound like a broken record on here, but hey, bro, it's my first video. It's my first video. I don't really care, bro. I hope the message did get to you, though. Stop doubting the Lord and start trusting the Lord and start trusting the Lord. I really hope that message gets to y'all, and I hope y'all really do take it. Take it. Like, you got to put that in your heart. Put that in your heart, man. I got to trust God through everything. When everything may seem crazy, when the wave, like I'm gonna say it again, when the waves seem like they crashing down on you, when the waves seem like you finna do this, it's finna go this way, the Lord got a plan for you. The Lord got a plan for you, and at the snap of a finger, He can make it all stop. You gotta trust Him through all of it, though. You can't have little faith. We can't doubt the Lord, because it's through the trust that we give Him we are unable to do the impossible. But yeah, man, I wanna appreciate y'all for watching. I do appreciate y'all. And like I said, I'm very new to this. I'm still like, I've only been reading the Bible every day for like 3 months. But you know, I've always known. I've always knew ever since I started this the Bible and reading it and getting deep into the Christian faith. I knew I wanted to do something along this line. I knew I wanted to do something like this. But like I said, it was those doubts. It was those doubts that kept me at bay. It was those doubts. I started putting the trust in God, bro, and things are changing for the better. You know. But yeah, man, I do appreciate y'all for watching. I hope this thing is still on. It's on. But yeah, I do appreciate y'all for watching the video. Subscribe if the message helped you. If it didn't help you, please tell me, because I'll try. I'm trying to get better at explaining, get better at being very clear about what I'm talking about and concise. So if my message did not come clear and concise, please tell me. Anyway, peace and blessings. I think you're supposed to say that at the end or at the beginning. I don't know, man. Hey, bro, it's all good.